This is the famous country club. Lottie bleeping da.
It is so late, I didn't think you were coming.
Oh, I know how much you'd miss me if I didn't show. Is there going to be dancing later on? I was hoping we could show everybody why we weren't elected king and queen of Springfield High. I mean, do they still remember the Watusi and the Holy Gully?
Neither one. Besides that, you never liked to do those fun dances. All you wanted to do were the slow ones so you could sneak me into a corner and put your hand up my sweater.
Well, how about if I quote you on that one, all right, Governor?
Yes, you may. You'll excuse me, Mr. McHenry. I believe I'm needed at the podium.
All right, you go right ahead. Thanks for your time, Governor.
You're working hard, I see.
Well, no rest for the wicked.
There should be. I really want to thank you for knocking yourself out on that article for my grandfather. But, well, I guess I already told you that.
Well, that's all right. I don't mind hearing it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. As you might well imagine, I attend more than my share of banquets as part of public life. The two things that make tonight very special. Number one, no rubber chicken. Let's hear it for the chef. And number two, man we're really honoring tonight is truly one in a million. H.B. Lewis. He's a man who really needs no introduction, but he's going to get one anyway. In fact, he's going to get several. So it is my pleasure to turn the floor over first to Hampton Speaks.
Whoop. Oh, there goes.
No.
Oh, there goes.
That's okay. That's okay. I think. All right. Anyway, it's just par for the course, you know?
Yes, sure is.
I was going to talk about what a great honor and privilege it was to be here, but I thought well, no. The first time I saw H.B. Lewis was at Broad Street Elementary School in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was very early in the morning, and his son, Billy, and myself were in the principal's office. Seems that Billy had punched some kid in the eye. Yeah. Well, like I said, HB had been called in really early that morning to deal with that, and he comes storming in this room madder than a mud wasp, as he likes to say it. And he jumps all over Billy, starts chewing him up one side, down the other. And when he finally got tired of biting his head off, he got around to asking his son, why was it he was so mad that he had to hit this kid in the face like that? I mean, Billy told him that he did it because this kid had said, well, he had called me a name. HB turned around and looked at me and said, well, just what kind of name was it, son? I told him I didn't want to talk about it. He figured out what the name was, turned around to his son with a face looking like he had seen something real smelly and ugly walking around.
Hamp already knows about it.
He said to his son, you know, there's only one thing.
He knows that I was young, that I was stupid, and that I got in over my head with a modeling agency I thought was on the up and up. He understood that I was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You surely were, Gilly, and so is your brother, David. You see, I know the whole story, not just part of it.
How can you do this?
We all have our weak moments, and it could reasonably be argued that Mr. Davenport deserved everything that happened to him. But still, you never told your husband, did you?
Roger, I have put myself on the line for you. I have worked like a slave. I've lost friends because I stayed loyal to you. Now, wasn't that worth anything? Didn't even matter.
Oh, of course it matters. I cherish your loyalty. I value your work. And I know how painful it can be to try to live down something in your past. So it would hurt me deeply to have to use this embarrassing incident to explain your dismissal.
I should have paid attention. All the people who tried to warn me about you. All the people who told me what you were. And I just closed my eyes.
You're making this much too personal, Gilly. Tonight is business. Now, there's a man out there who is about to receive a very publicized award he simply doesn't deserve. I would think you would think it was your duty as a reporter to expose that, just as you would any other kind of corruption.
I can't, Roger. Please don't force me.
Don't force me. force you. You're the one with the choice here.
Kids who love him to death, a whole passel of grandkids who are just nuts about him. Oh, here's HB with his kids. Yeah, I hear he got a telegram from Trish today. Well, anyway, I've just got to say something that's very important, HB. I want you to know I mean it. You have been like a father to me. And I really appreciate that, and I want to say thanks. Knowing you makes my life pretty good. And it ain't too bad right now, man.